Gonna give me that dick. Yeah.
Smell like a pack of cigarettes
You
in the
don't tell us
inside of
what
a
to do,
Walgreens
White
in New
James,
Jersey.
piece of shit.
Yeah, you don't tell us what to do.
Yeah,
That's my scent.
Yeah, that's what you smell like.
You
smell
two
like a
pieces of
field
shit. What
husband.
conversation are you having over here? Welcome to Drinkin'
So
Bros.
He just keeps touching me.
Hey, wait, you know,
He keeps touching. He's dressed like a fucking bear.
Yeah.
Amiri just found out that one of his cats has a peanut allergy.
Yes.
Tough day in a man's life.
I don't want to divulge what happened, but
What?
yes, my cat has a peanut allergy.
How'd you find out? I mean,
I was in the bathroom. It's fucking. Hey, story for another time. I'll tell you off the air.
No,
I'm just
it's actually
saying,
not. There's a
he's
lot of
dressed
things going on
like
in the
a
world right now.
fucking bear.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things going on in the world right now.
They dressed me like a bear.
Keeps trying to touch me.
Yeah.
He's being silly.
Stop it.
You.
Have you ever fucked a dude?
I don't know if dude is the right. I fucked a man. I wouldn't
Okay.
call him a dude. No, I never fucked a dude.
no, he's
If I was gay, like dead serious,
Yeah.
I would absolutely be a bottom. I do not want my dick in a hairy ass. I wouldn't mind a fucking fat cock in my ass.
Right.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No,
That probably came off a little suspect.
not at all. Because here's the thing. Dan and I are convinced that Jared is going to fuck a dude one day.
Would you
Yeah.
be a top or a bottom?
Listen, we're not even going this
If
way.
you be a top, I mean, I'm willing to do this.
Stop
on
it.
the air.
Just stop it. You keep touching.
You will fuck a dude though
No, I
eventually.
won't.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
And are you going to be a top or a bottom?
This is not a. This is not a.
Hypothetically.
This is the news.
I understand, but
This is not.
this
the
is
we
news.
will
good
get
news.
to the
This is not
fakest
the
news of
news.
the week here in
There's
a
a
second.
breaking story right now that happened 4 minutes ago.
There
is
is.
true.
It is a
This is
massive
true.
story, but it can wait
He's
to see
dressed
if you will
like a
take
bear.
penis inside of you.
No, I don't want to.
no,
you'd
he
be
would
a
be
top.
he would be the giver in that.
No,
in that
I'm scared
relationship.
of all of this.
Do you eat ass?
No.
Because I'm fucking horny. Ross, you wrote a fucking book?
Yeah.
Serious.
Three of them.
Is it like a romance novel or some
For
shit?
dudes.
Like that? Jesus or something? That's
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman. No, is it?
It's Harriet Tubman, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
It
She was the
opens
original
with-
badass,
with a
man.
graphic
You know, by the way,
sex scene of
Harriet Tubman is part of the news today. By the way,
Harriet Tubman is part of the news today.
She gonna be on the 20 yet, or
Oddly
what?
enough that you brought this up. This is a crazy fucking story.
It's so fucking
It's
stupid.
It's so absurd. We'll get to that. For everybody at home who doesn't know, this is Drinkin' Bros podcast. Fake news.
Fake news.
Bringing you the realest, fakest news of the week.
we're going double
Not
live
flagrant
on our
CNN.
shit and on Emery King's shit today.
Correct.
He's dressed like a bear.
Yes.
and that's how
Did
we
y'all
like him.
dress me like a bear? Is
You
there
are a
story?
bear.
You picked-
so
we
we
gave
dressed
you the
like
option.
a bear.
He said, "Will you wear a bear onesie?" And I
It's
said,
called
"Go
being
ahead."
meta.
Yeah.
You are a bear, so we dressed you like a bear. The end.
The end. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the end of the story.
Metaphorically.
You were wearing
Metaphorically, what?
Yeah.
No,
You
meta.
said meta.
Spell
Meta.
metaphorically,
God
motherfucker.
damn.
I don't know how to fuck this ain't not fucking spelling bee. I don't have to do that shit no more.
We should have a spelling bee sometime.
No.
We should. Between the two of you guys, that would last
funny.
about 8
High
seconds.
stakes spelling bee too.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some good bets going or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh God, the dog D.
We have to be super wrecked.
Yeah, both of you guys, dude.
Oh yeah.
I need a picture.
Yeah,
you
go
guys.
ahead and take a picture and
What?
fire away.
No, he looks ridiculous.
Well,
I'll
it's,
get.
it's for Instagram.
You
Oh, yeah.
look fucking.
Because-
Look
Because
over
why
here,
not?
you two
Ruby.
fucks. Hey,
You look like Dorothy Slippers.
I'm not Dorothy Slippers. You're Dorothy Slippers.
You're-
You're like Wizard of Oz of bullshit over here.
Wow.
Wizard
I'm
like
like
the
Cowardly
yellow-
Lion.
Yellow brick road to
Bullshit.
fucking to Gaytown.
The Wizard of Oz of
I'm the mayor.
bullshit.
asshole.
We're gonna start off with a little breaking news here. Hunter Biden's fucked.
This just in.
He is fucked. This story just dropped about 8 minutes ago. The head of his gas company in Ukraine that
Burisma.
just seems super legal and on the up and up.
That's a kosher, you know.
Why not?
Except for $16 million.
Anytime
It was missing.
anytime the
$16.5 million was embezzled.
slush fund is used. Slush fund.
This movie it literally just broke minutes ago.
Yeah, this story. Yeah,
Yeah.
this news story just broke minutes ago. We happened to go on air right as it happened. So it turns out Trump was right about this.
Absolutely.
But he's the president. I'm sure he fucking knew about this all the time. If you're Joe Biden, though, why didn't you get ahead of this? I mean, you got a 50-year-old son who's making $50,000 a month, working for a Ukrainian gas company. If I'm the president or the vice president's son, right, the last place I want to be is in a foreign fucking country that's
You know it's
shithole.
going to be a PR nightmare and nip it in the bud.
Wow.
Money's more important.
Yeah. But I more importantly, I think Biden, if this turns out to be true and they really investigate this, or if the news decides to cover it,
They're not
other
gonna
than the
cover it.
impeachment, Biden's probably done, and it's it's either Bernie or
Well, this is why we're learning about
Warren.
this from independent news sources and here at the Drinkin Bros podcast. I doubt this would go on ABC, NBC, and
Because
CBS,
it
none of that
completely melts down their narrative.
Well, I think ABC's kind of busy covering up the Epstein murder.
yeah, they got a lot. They got a lot going on. A lot going on right now.
Bunch of fucking bitches.
Oh,
Because
man.
Epstein didn't do it. You were in jail. Is
No,
it
let me tell you,
Is
no.
it possible? Like for real?
shit. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. Like you were careful, even if you were suicidal. Nobody said that because you didn't. They strip you down to your shoelaces. Like you couldn't have your shoelaces. You couldn't have nothing, and you would be monitored 24 hours a day. When I heard about this, especially after he had already attempted suicide, he had some marks on his nose. There's no fucking way, snowball's chance in hell, that this man would have killed.
This is
himself.
actually a
There's
good take because you've spent time in prison.
Yeah, I did.
But not like, and were you in solitary or anything
Oh,
like
I
that?
went
or
to
on,
I stabbed a motherfucker at North Point in 1999.
Nice.
I've been to a hole.
So you know,
They shave your head.
Look
and
at
everything.
my little angry bear over here. Hey, so just
he
get
grabbed
some
my
stab
ass.
it on.
The guy grabbed your ass.
The
You
guy
fucking-
grabbed my ass.
And
Big,
you-
big ass black motherfucker, man.
And
So
you shivved
took
him.
an ink pen right through his fucking, about damn near all the way through his arm.
No way.
Yeah.
So what happens? You go into solitary.
When you go to the hole, I
How
got caught
easy
with,
is it by yourself?
Well, I got caught with 14 volumes at Marion, and I went to the hole. I think about 30 days. I begged and cried for a book. I said, please bring me a book. After about a week, a trustee brought me a book. It was an old high school textbook. It was like yellow, It was a high school textbook about banking. I read the motherfucker like 4 or 5 times, man. Had a fucking blast. And to this day, I don't have a bank account because now I know better. But the point being though, back to the news story. There's no fucking way. Did he? I know for a fact he didn't kill himself because I've been to the penitentiary. I've seen people on suicide watch. I've been to Supermax. Like I know that he did not kill himself.
So if the guards left him alone, which they did, because they just got popped today.
I've seen that.
For
They're being investigated.
Everybody's already
falsifying-
predicting, though. that
falsifying the reports.
the guards are going
And
to.
I guess they have footage of them sleeping. And it said mostly they were just looking up sports and shit and like news. And
They're
stuff.
probably on
Somebody
MyBookie.com,
went in
to
there
be
and
honest.
killed this motherfucker because if you just say I'm sad, man, I just want to end it all, and they hear that you have any kind of tendency to end your life or something, you're going to be on suicide watch for about 90 days. It's a liability thing, They have to. And now, I mean, look at the shit show that's going on. But I just don't believe that he killed himself.
So how would it happen then? If you're in solitary by yourself, how do you push him off to at least make it look like a suicide?
So somebody has paid these guards. They've greased them. Maybe somebody that's a parent of one of the victims, or maybe it's a high-level politician that's in the black book. I don't know. But they've let somebody in there to off them. But I think that they don't have to really stage it a certain way. I think everybody's complicit. It sounds like I'm not a conspiracy theorist. It sounds like such a fucking
Well, look, the FBI is investigating everybody at that jail now.
Yeah.
And according to what's her name, Kathleen Hawks Sawyer, who's the Bureau of Prisons director, she says that the FBI is investigating. They're involved and they're looking at a criminal enterprise inside of the jail. That's what they said.
So what does that mean for us people who haven't been
know.
to jail?
I don't know. Because when I think of criminal enterprise, I think about the mafia, like a crime family. But
I mean,
who's the biggest pimp in the game? Is
if
the
you're
politicians.
if you're a politician and you're going to pay somebody to kill somebody,
You'd get a crime family.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's absolutely organized crime to do that.
I don't think that they'll lead that trail back up the ladder, though. I think it'll stop at some.
No, I mean usually
local
whomever
hitman
you
or
pay
some
to do it, you pay to get them killed too. I
Yeah,
mean, that's pretty
yeah,
typical.
you're right.
So let me ask you this then: is there cameras inside that
Cameras
cell?
fucking everywhere.
In the cell?
It depends. Now, if he's on suicide watch, he should have some kind of camera in the cell, especially being a high level. We have the world's biggest fucking pedophile tied to every politician and high-ranking monarchy. How in the fuck does he not have a camera in his cell? I wouldn't take my eyes off the fucking guy. And so I would assume that he did, especially being on suicide watch. They falsified the paper. I mean, obviously something is fucking amiss here. People, we're not just saying on the internet and making these memes talking about Epstein didn't kill himself for fun. It's because we're not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he killed himself?
Fuck no.
No.
So this is our first story, technically. FBI investigators are probing the death of Jeffrey Epstein. They're looking into whether or not a quote-unquote criminal enterprise may have played a role. And that's coming from, that was at the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday, and that's from the director of the Bureau of Prisons there.
I think that if you were able to work that back, it would lead to the Clintons. I know it sounds stupid. It's far-fetched. I know there's a lot of conspiracy things, whatever, but this motherfucker shed his Secret Service detail and was on his fucking plane and has a lot to hide. And I don't fucking blame him. If I was a kid fucker, I'd have a motherfucker off too.
Yeah.
But something's amiss. I don't know what's worse, covering all this shit up or fucking kids. You know what I mean?
They call them chomos in prison, by the way.
Yeah,
Just wanna
chomos,
give you a
yeah.
heads
Short
up
eyes.
on that.
I know that. We had a priest that would fuck some kids. We'd take our bread and our biscuits and throw it at him after chow. We called him Father Goodhead. So
No way.
yeah, we treat him like shit, man.
How old was this guy?
He's probably 65.
No
Something like
shit.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
Short eyes.
Fuck them all short and tall, man. You
Yeah.
fuck a kid, and man, you ain't getting no pass in prison. We got a code, believe it or not. No women, no kids.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to do dirty, you want to rob a motherfucker, you want to be a stick-up artist, or you want to beat the shit out of somebody, you don't fuck with kids and women, man. And so when people do and they come in there, they have a really hard time.
Good. They should.
Yeah,
They
I
should.
agree.
Next up, news coverage of the impeachment inquiry shows that the news is completely full of shit.
Bring us up to speed on that, because I've been busy.
Well, here's
I've
the
been
thing. So
following.
regardless of what you think about the impeachment hearing so far and who's making what point or whatever, right? The news agencies' coverage of it is so disparate without any real clear evidence of anything. Like every single day, somebody's like, well, this is clear evidence that
they're
he's innocent,
digging.
or this is
Yeah.
clear
Smoking
evidence.
gun.
Yeah.
Bombshell.
So here, I did. This is an experiment I did last night. These are the top headlines from Fox and CNN last night regarding the impeachment inquiry. Fox News says pivotal testimony: House witnesses undercut Dim's claim of quid pro quo, bribery, and cover-up. Now CNN, it says how Republican star impeachment witness turned on him.
Yep.
So it can't be both of those things.
Can't be a pimp and a prostitute.
Like, at what point are we going to look at a situation and everybody's agree on what reality is?
Everybody's
They're not.
laughing.
No. But the ratings are.
Who the
Nobody's
fuck
watching
takes
this
this
shit.
seriously, though? Like that, and like I said, this is the fucking Russian collusion. It's like if Russian collusion was a movie. Well, this is the preview. This is the part 2.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fantasy. The Russian collusion part 2, Ukrainian conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, homeboy got on the stand today and was saying, look, I was on the call with them and mostly just talked about, President Trump just talked about A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky, yeah.
And A$AP Rocky's trending all day. They caught him outside this morning. And they were like, hey, man.
Oh, so now they want to get his take on it. What?
Yeah, and he
So
goes, look,
A$AP
man,
Rocky-
I'm willing to talk about anything with the Trump thing. Like, I'm good on that.
Oh, he said he's over it.
Why
Yeah.
would you ask A$AP Rocky? What does he give a fuck about any of this?
Well, when you come up in Congress testimony, it's a pretty big deal. You're a big deal. You've made it at that point.
Yeah,
Peak
he's-
2019 headline: Trump was on the phone talking about A$AP Rocky.
Free
And-
A$AP
yeah,
Rocky.
You can't make it up.
Well,
It's amazing.
there's
isn't
new
it?
developments in the impeachment inquiry now because Hunter Biden looks like he's going to get butt fucked.
Yeah. So how this changes the...
Do you wanna
But
read that
doesn't
headline?
that just derail the whole
Read
thing?
that headline from him.
Like,
which one?
You're right. It does
Hunter
derail
Biden
the
thing.
whole
like
impeachment
now
thing.
it just makes all the news agencies look like fucking jerk offs.
And the Dems look fucking
it
stupid.
makes them look fucking stupid. And it's like, oh wait, this was happening the whole time, and now we just figured it out.
Yeah. Look, the headline
Trump was
is
right.
Yeah. I mean, look, the headline is this: they found out about the slush fund, and there was $16.5 million in there.
So
it says,
basically-
head of the
yeah.
Ukrainian Burisma gas company indicted. Hunter Biden named accepted millions more from the slush fund, around 16.5. Is anybody? Here's the thing: I'm not even shocked by this.
So what happened was the government, the Ukrainian government, was funneling. They were not extorting. What do you call it? Embezzling
Washing
money.
it. Yeah.
They were embezzling money out of the government and using Burisma to do it.
Well, some of the listeners might not know what a slush fund is. A slush fund is where you put extra money into something
Yeah.
so that you can afford ices in the summertime.
Yep.
Yeah,
7-Eleven
And that's
shit.
it, because the ices are expensive.
Yes, they
They
are.
run
They're
out
dollar,
very
like
quickly.
$1.19.
No, dude, millions.
Millions of-
16 of those millions.
Yes.
Imagine how many slushies he would have.
16 million.
This guy likes slushies a lot.
But it's hot in Ukraine.
I really
is.
wish I was wearing a suicide
very
vest right
tropical.
now because I would clack that thing off and kill everybody in this room.
Here's my grand take on this. And again, looking at both sides, I look at it the same way as Aunt Becky that I do at fucking Hunter Biden. Now, granted, his dad's running for president, so
And Becky that bought her kids into
bought her kids into
California,
college,
yeah.
right? If you have a famous fucking parent, chances are you work that hard because your kids are dum-dums.
Yeah.
That's why I work this hard.
my
because
kids
my
are
kid's a
fucking
fucking
stupid.
dummy,
Yeah.
so I can buy his way into shit.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up for the rest of us here at this point. With the Hunter Biden thing, if his dad wasn't running for president, no one would give a shit. Be like, So what? It's a case of nepotism. Same with
Yeah.
Aunt Becky on her side, where it's like, who gives
I'm
a fuck?
I'm more I really don't give a fuck about Hunter Biden getting. You pay to play, it's show business, baby. But when it comes to her, I give more of a fuck because it's like you're blatantly buying your child's admittance and SAT scores and all this stuff. And it's not fair to the other whatever. But I mean, I don't give a fuck if Hunter Biden took $16.5 million. But if it helps them quell this fucking impeachment circus, fine. But I really don't give a fuck. I know that's probably bad of me, but fuck it, get your money.
Yeah. Get that goddamn money.
Get that goddamn money,
But
Hunter.
the problem is this: he's running for president. This is probably going to nuke his chances once this
Hunter's
gets
running
out.
for president? You're talking
Well,
about Joe
yeah,
Biden.
Joe is, but
Yeah.
let's face it, it's part of your family. That's it, and this is what this whole story.
Well, he
was
had
over.
everything to
I
do
mean,
with it.
between that and he openly came out against the federal legalization of marijuana.
Marijuana this
like
week,
it's
yeah.
like
Oh, that's gonna
okay,
fuck him, yeah.
like has he not been studying his demographics?
He said marijuana was a gateway drug
Yeah,
this week.
no, but that's the thing is like, does he not understand what his side of the fence believes?
No, he's 76 years old.
I'll tell you what's a gateway drug: fucking cocaine. You ever done that? And like, hey, I got to get some heroin.
Yeah, it really ramps up quick, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So speaking of that, there's a vote to federally legalize marijuana planned in Congress for the next session.
Next week.
Oh man.
oh, really?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
got a friend doing
That
30
came out
years. I don't know
today.
what we're talking about. 30
Yeah.
years for fucking weed in Colorado. So that would extend to him. Yeah, it would retroact for all the marijuana cases.
That'd be amazing.
Yes. What a waste of fucking money. It's our money. We're paying to lock people up over a fucking plant.
Wait, what do you got? You got popped crossing state line or something?
I think it was coming out of Colorado. Now, look, man, I had my jeweler coming. I won't say what city. I posted like 2 years ago about this city, this police department, whatever. Man, my jeweler called me. His wife's crying in the background. He goes, "You ain't going to fucking believe this." And I won't name him. And I said, what's up? What's up? He's like, bro, I just got pulled over with 2 pistols and 2 pounds. He's like, I'm out in, he's in Missouri.
Sure.
And he said, man, they got my ID and everything. They were telling me they got my ID. And they said, it says from Nicholsville. They said, you know Emery King? And he goes, yeah, I'm a fucking jeweler. And like, I guess he showed him pictures or some shit. And they're like, tell him we're cool. And he gave it back to him and let him go. His pistols were his pistols.
Okay.
But they, so a lot of law enforcement that enforce these laws, they don't necessarily agree with them per se. We vote for these politicians that implement these laws or whatever. But weed's got to be fucking legalized. It's the stupidest shit in the world.
Did he give you? What did he give you after that?
My jeweler?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't expect nothing from him.
Let's turn him in,
Yeah. Let's turn him
you
in
know
again.
what?
Find him.
Mace.
Pull him over.
or we'll rob his ass.
I like the fact that you have a jeweler.
Yeah, I have a
Like, who-
jeweler. I got one in New York in the Diamond District, and I got one locally around my house.
That's crazy, man. I mean, that's
I'm
like, hey,
I'm
I've
pretty
made it.
gay.
Yeah.
I don't have a jeweler.
No shit, Jared.
Yeah.
You don't. There's a lot of things you don't have in this
Hey.
life. You know.
You got me.
You got a friend
I know
in
a
me.
guy with a jeweler.
And we got a friend in Ghostbed. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros is our first sponsor and our chief sponsor. Look, man, they've got the best mattresses in the business. They've got a 36-month pay-as-you-go program. I don't even think they check
Y'all
your
all
fucking
have
credit.
one. I'm gonna getting one.
We have them. We
Yeah.
have them. Use the fucking promo code.
What's the promo
it's
code?
amazing. Drinkin Bros. So go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. If you're military or first responder, you get 15% off the entire store, which is mattresses, sheets, pillows. The pillows are fucking incredible. Almost better than the goddamn mattress.
Promo code Drinkin Bros.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. If you're a regular civilian like the two of us.
Yeah.
The two of us. Their Black Friday deal's coming up, and it is banana dick. They're giving like bundle packages away. I'm talking those adjustable
Two
bases.
things I like: bananas and
Craftmatic.
dicks, man.
Remote control, 2 USB ports are in that, built in the bed.
You charge your phone.
Charge your phone, and then they got a flashlight on that bitch. And you can make
What?
it go up, dude. All the way up. Yeah.
Ghostbed.com.
Yeah. Shows up in a box. You unpack it. Boom. You're ready to rock. You're ready to fuck.
I keep one of those. I keep an electric.
little ghost baby.
I keep an electric leaf blower plugged into mine.
You never know when you got to get somebody out of bed. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Next up, the first male birth control injection is almost ready, but there's a catch. The birth control method, which lasts approximately 13 years, a long time.
13 years. Like, that's your option? Hey, can I get on birth control for 13 years?
Yeah, in case I don't change my fucking mind.
Yeah, when you're 60. Involves injecting a polymer called styrene
malic
monoxide.
anhydride.
Nobody cares about that. And the vas deferens, you betcha, effectively blocking sperm from leaving the testicles. That's right. She's got to take a needle to the dick. We'll put that in layman's
Basically, they're
terms there.
shooting plastic into your vas deferens.
I would rather have kids. I'd rather give birth.
like a vasectomy. They fucking cut and then singe
No,
and then
not doing
tie.
none of that.
A
That's
V-sec.
crazy talk. Have any of y'all had a vasectomy?
No.
Not yet.
Would you take the needle to the dick?
Fuck no.
Why would we take a needle to the dick when a woman can take a fucking pill to her mouth? What is this? This is crazy.
It depends on, like, if you're Jared, right? And you're just out just hammering
can't
women
get men
all over the
pregnant.
world. Yeah. You instead of
You're
wearing
safe.
condoms. Because AIDS doesn't exist anymore, right? AIDS doesn't exist.
It's
so-
not nearly as bad as an 80s.
No, we can just take cocktails. You're fine, right? So therefore, you can pretty much raw dog everywhere if you want. But the only problem is you might have a little baby.
This is a bad option though.
You think so?
13 years.
13 years.
Like right now, I don't want to have a kid, but like 6 months from now, I want to get a girl pregnant.
Right.
So that's too much, man.
Depends on the person.
You know what? If you did get the injection, I would take them from the team, and I would get any woman that you're with pregnant for you.
I don't want your genes.
that's nice. That's a
anywhere near
nice.
me.
That's a nice thing.
No.
It is a
Hey,
nice
I
thing.
think that's very nice.
Yeah.
He can fuck off. Is he over there? Yeah.
That's
He's
a
over there
living
being sour
He's
puss
negative.
Sandy.
He's negative.
I'm not
I know.
being sour. I don't want your bad genetics.
Oh, just stop.
Sorry that
around
I
my
offered
children.
to fuck your girlfriend.
Sorry,
I'm
he's
sorry.
trying
Yeah.
to be a good friend.
That's
Dan.
not a good friend.
And a good father.
You can watch.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Yeah, you can watch. So Weinstein, when he was going through his shit, some of the records uncovered. One of the assistants testified that she would put a shot and needle in his dick to get it hard, and it would work for like 2 or 3 hours. So the reason why he was fucking all these girls, or trying to at least, is he was on a timer essentially. Like, hey man, once that injection goes into the dick, it's gonna be hard for like 2 to 3 hours, and then boom.
Man, I
that's it.
see a 16-year-old girl, very pretty, very nice. Oh, what a lovely young lady, whatever. I couldn't imagine fucking a woman probably 22, 23 and younger. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do date. Well, I'm not dating now, but 25, 30, 33, whatever. But I shared an article the other day on one of my pages. This guy fucked an 8-year-old, man. He went to meet. No, excuse me. He went to meet up with a fucking 8-year-old.
That's
I don't
crazy.
understand the fucking attraction. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Well, it's mental illness, which is why I think pedophiles, we should just kill them. Like those people don't get any better. Just take them on the street, shoot
You
them
know
in the
what?
back of the head.
I'm with you.
Or
man.
throw them into volcanoes or something.
Oh, dude, a volcano?
That'd be
yeah,
dope.
that'd be pretty sweet.
That would be fucking awesome.
Dude,
I
where
like
do we,
that.
can we go to a volcano?
Yeah, I'll go to
Dude, we
volcano.
should go to a volcano.
If we ride mopeds from the fucking
Yeah,
East
we would
Coast,
go to, I
and
think
we can
there's a
stop at
volcano
everything.
in Hawaii.
Are you guys just
volcano?
having your own goddamn show over there? What is this shit?
I like
What? We want to go visit a volcano
We
together.
both have an affinity for volcanoes.
Yeah.
We're volcanic.
Volcanic
We
people.
we both watched Godzilla 2 as children when he fell into the volcano and we cried.
I did. It's true. We're Francophiles, by the way. We're huge into Anne Frank.
We are huge into Anne
We're
Frank.
big Francophiles. So,
I don't like Holocaust jokes, and frankly, I just won't stand.
nailed it. Boom. Blammo.
I'm big on Oscar Schindler. I'm a huge Oscar Schindler's List
He didn't make my list.
You should get a tattoo of him on your back.
You should.
of him.
Or
with a
Liam
bottle.
Neeson.
He drank cognac. He drank Hennessy.
Or get a picture
him
of
holding a bottle of Hennessy
pair of
with like a
shoes.
microphone.
maybe Liam Neeson.
That'd be great.
Man, you know what? And I love Schindler's List. I love his portrayal of Oscar Schindler. Then I see him in a fucking action movie. I can't take that guy seriously anymore. Like,
Really?
what is Oscar Schindler doing? I'll find you and I'll kill you.
I believe his daughter was taken in that movie. I really did.
She was taken.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What would you guys do if your kids were taken? Go.
Me? I'd fucking try to find him, kill him, the whole shit. Like,
I would just hope they're not
From
charging me
the
for taking
particular set of skills you've developed.
Yeah.
whatever, man. I'd call all the friends that I have. I would try to find out where this was going on and then kill them.
I'd throw
Like,
a
it
fucking
wouldn't even be a
party.
thought. My kid got touched. Like,
Yeah, I'd lose it.
same thing. No questions asked. Just go over and blow him away and then call whoever and say, hey, man, I just killed this motherfucker. Here's what happened and why. The problem is once you start digging into that, like, let's say you don't take your own life afterwards, going through that process, and you've been through this, prison-wise, legal-wise, all that shit, it's years before you're probably cleared, and you're sitting in jail for a few years, you know? But that's what you do. So,
I do life in the penitentiary. Somebody else will do life in the cemetery. Like,
Yeah.
because of my kids.
Yeah.
You know. It goes without saying. We're all parents, I think.
I'm not.
you're not, well, yet.
But I would kill people for fucking with other people's kids, too.
Yeah, true.
Like, I'm
True.
not about that life.
Yeah.
But
Somebody
how
killed
would you
Epstein.
kill them? And, like, you don't want them to go quickly.
Oh, no,
No.
it'd be really long.
Really long.
Right?
Really, really long.
Cheese grater
Yeah.
hooked to a car battery.
That's too nice.
What?
What,
no.
what does that do?
What are
yeah,
you
what the
talking about?
fuck is that? Yeah, explain this.
You shocking them as you're kind of carving them up.
But how do you hold that on there?
What are you talking
With
about?
a fucking
gloves,
rubber
that's-
glove.
Yeah,
man.
you fucking, yeah. You just got the wires in, and you
I
just,
think that's a horrible idea.
start with
I
some
mean,
high points
That's
on the
not
bottom.
terrible.
when
It's
you're
not the worst.
Some
thing ever.
elbows first.
Yeah.
The problem with all this shit is that people go into shock and stop feeling things. Like, just direct physical pain like that's not going to work. You got to fuck with them way harder.
Hammer
than that.
nails.
You have to cut their legs off and then, like, fucking let them
then
heal.
tourniquet it? Yeah.
Let them heal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then fucking cut their arms off and then let them heal.
Yeah. No, this is like there's a Korean
I like
Korean
this.
movie.
Of course, there's a Korean.
It's a revenge film, and I'm a big fan of revenge films.
Yeah.
It's called I Saw the Devil.
Okay.
And in this movie, this crazy serial killer that likes eating people kills the wrong woman because her husband was like the head of the Korean CIA, like, you know, fucking operator division.
Korean
when
CIA, that's no.
So when he tracks
Don't
this
touch
guy
me.
down, he implants him, like beats the fuck out of him, and then implants him with a tracking device. So he lets him get better, and then he shows up and beats the fuck out of him again, and he just keeps doing this. And this
where'd you
guy
see
is just
this?
losing his mind because every time he like starts to heal, this dude just shows up, starts fucking him up again.
Fan of that.
Yeah,
see
you need to see this. You can
You
get
got
it.
subtitles and shit.
Yeah, it's good though. It's a
you know
really
the
good
name of
movie.
it?
Yeah, it's called I Saw the Devil.
I saw the devil.
Yeah, and it's
Crazy.
the most fulfilling revenge film that you'll ever see.
So how does it end?
Because I mean, he ends up killing the guy.
Oh,
like
okay.
eventually. Like I mean,
How long does it take?
I mean, it was
How many
fucking
ass beatings?
90 minutes, but he.
No. Like days. So they break it down in days. Of like, it's been 1 week.
It's been
since
a while. Like I mean, towards the end, Homeboy's got like a fully broken left arm, and like he cut his Achilles tendon on his right foot. So like, dude's just limping around now in casts and shit.
here comes the dude pulling
And
up
here
in his
comes the
Hyundai.
dude, like hitting him with a car again. Like
Sunday Sonata.
That's great. That's the way it should
it's
be.
very fulfilling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You get revenge through I Saw the Devil.
I don't understand why we have a law against cruel and unusual punishment. Who is
That is
pro-
weird.
Who is that protecting? If you're guilty, you're guilty, bitch.
You know, I
Like, I don't think people who are
the left
smoking
pushes
weed
for
should be in
laws
jail.
like that
Well, this
to
was in
protect them because they're the ones that commit those
this was in
crimes.
the 1790s, dude.
Well,
Yeah. There was the left back then too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I mean,
No.
they were they were quartering people. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that guy did this really fucked up thing. Hey, let's tie all four of his
Like,
limbs
why-
to a rope.
Yeah.
And like,
some horses like, go.
Why would we outlaw torture?
I think, man, we need to fucking
I mean,
bring that.
I'm disappointed
sex
that
crimes?
we don't publicly like the
Oh,
public
that'd be
like
awesome.
like
Could you
Times
imagine?
Square like hangings.
Can you imagine
like
going
I
to
wish
fucking-
that would.
I think it's got to be
That'd be
something
great.
way
The
more
Superdome
embarrassing.
and watching a motherfucker. Get
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
you
it'd
get
be
tickets.
awesome,
The
yeah.
lion out there.
Yeah.
There's a lineup just like the UFC card. It's like, oh, these are all the guys.
That'd be the best. That'd be the fucking best. Imagine the
Give them a
pay-per-view
pair of
buys.
nunchucks.
Oh
and a
my
lion
God.
and defend yourself against a lion with nunchucks.
The pay-per-view
Yes.
buys on that.
Live or die, and it's just a fucking app, dude, and it's $69.95.
Live or die.
Yeah, dude, and it's just like, well,
Buddy,
look,
you hit
we'll,
the nail
we'll
on
put
the
a
head.
lion in there. It's you versus the fucking lion.
Yeah.
Bare hands, nothing else. If you can beat the fucking lion, you beat
Hey,
the
you can do
fucking
pedophile
lion.
versus pedophile.
Oh, that'd be great.
Fucking A.
And
And
then
the
have
winner-
them
Fight to the death.
Then the winner gets raped.
yeah, by Jared Fogle.
Bad kid.
You know what they
was
should
the
have done
turn.
with Fogle, by the way? Just sewn his asshole shut and just kept feeding him
Oh, man.
footlongs
Yeah.
over and over.
No,
and
I
over
think
again.
that's a public
time.
one. Like you bring him to the center of the Daytona
Oh, that'd been
500
awesome.
track,
Yeah.
and you have the stands filled, and you know he's read his crimes.
Oh yeah, the
And then-
great.
Then
And
he has
then-
to dodge cars
Yeah,
for like 4 hours.
towel.
and then
Towel.
It's a crash up derby, but he's got to be out there on foot running around.
No, you put him on the fucking front. You put him on the front bumper. You duct tape him to the front. Right.
he's on like a
Fucking
he's on
awesome.
like a Silence of the Lambs board on the
Yeah.
front of a NASCAR.
And you know what? But you know what? People, if you know right from wrong, you know left from right. You know right from wrong. And I think people would really be like, you know what? Probably don't want to fuck a kid now. They're gonna put him in a crash up derby and duct tape me to the roof.
Yeah, it'd be
Might
great.
be a bit of a deterrent.
But I think you go back to what Dan said. If you put their legs up first, right? So they're
Yeah, I
just
like
going
that.
to
I
lose
like
their
that.
legs. That would be the fucking ultimate. We've been drinking at noon here today. No big deal. But that would be the ultimate, right? Because you know his legs are going to get cut off first. So you duct tape them to the front so the legs go first. And then you run over their arms. And after that, because you want them full fucking quad, right? And then
Oh man.
the end of it is just them armless, legless, and then
What about this? We have a museum,
Boom.
a gallery, and we hang pedophiles on the walls, and there's screwdrivers laying around and nunchucks and chains.
You got like a petting zoo?
You got a paddle. I don't know.
petting, Pedding. Yeah, petting zoo.
Petting zoo.
It's a Maury King's petting zoo.
What
Yeah.
if you fuck up a bunch of pedophiles? You know, beat the shit out of 'em and stuff.
Great.
And we travel. You don't die there. No, we're going to San Francisco in 2 days.
yeah,
It's like a circus.
you're on the road.
Yeah.
Fucking Ped de Soleil. That'd be awesome. Next up, ass cancer is on the rise, and HPV might be the cause.
HPV is the herpes virus.
Yes.
Yeah, this is bad news for dudes. We've been able to ignore HPV because there were no real symptoms in men for the last 80 years. Well, it looks like it might be causing ass cancer.
Well, why does my dick look like it's covered in confetti?
Oh, that's warts. That's only one strain. It's the rarest of the HPV strains.
It's,
by the way.
it's called the
This
Lieutenant
ass
Dan
cancer, we're talking
syndrome.
about colon cancer, things like that.
Yeah.
They have a thing now where you have a kit you can test at home.
No, that's just a dildo, bro.
You
ordered a dildo off of Amazon.
do
You
have a
might
thing,
blasting
yeah.
yourself.
Somebody
with it.
lied to you.
No, it's not fucking commercial. They send a kit at home. You can test for colon cancer and send it back. I guess you shit on a spoon or something. I don't know.
God.
Oh,
But men,
Do
we
you send
gotta
the
really
spoon
think
back
about
or the
this shit.
shit?
I've lost people to colon.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all have.
I've been shitting on spoons recreationally for years. I didn't know you could use that.
It's a cute. I don't fucking know. I'm not a
shit in a bag?
assologist. I don't know.
think
Shit
it's
on a
called
stick. I don't know.
proctologist.
Oh,
Procto.
Not an assologist.
Proctologist.
That's not. A thing.
Well, it could be a thing if you
Sound
let
like
it
you're
happen.
a feminist or something.
Yeah.
Why are
Dan?
you berating everybody?
yeah, he's over there just being a secret fan of Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Look at that. Under
Speaking
that,
of cancer,
under that
Charlie's
robe,
fucking
he's wearing a
Angels.
new Charlie's Angels shirt.
It's just Kristen Stewart.
That's all it is. Case 2.
Yeah.
You can keep an eye out for ass cancer using FelixGrayGlasses.com/Drinkin Bros. They're going to be
Oh,
nuts.
that's what I'm
about-
wewearing.
Yes.
That's what I'm fucking wearing. These
Yes.
are awesome. They,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
block out blue light. I wore these all last night. I got compliments, and I use my phone a lot. I love these.
Yeah.
Dan gave them to me.
They're amazing.
Yes, they are.
They're a
fucking
sponsor, and they're not going to be stoked about that read.
What's
you
the
can look
read?
for colon cancer with Felix Gray Glasses.
They told us not to make medical claims,
.com
and we
/
told
Drinkin'
them
Bros.
not to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
really. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
So we said, hey guys, we're going to read this how we want.
What they actually
So these
do-
prevent cancer.
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. We're on a slippery slope here. Or what?
Yeah.
I like it.
They definitely do not do that. However, most Americans are in front of their screens 11 hours out of the day. Computers, tablets, TVs. Protect your eyes.
Yes.
Keep your shit. And they make them in a million different frames, sizes,
Oh, they're
all that
nice.
shit.
They're
Go to
solid. They're heavy.
FelixGrayGlasses.com / Drinkin' Bros today. Free overnight shipping. If your eyes are fucked up and you need a prescription, it will do that for you for an extra $20. But these look great on you, by the way.
Thank you.
You're the only white person to pull off a pair of Malcolm
This
X
is Malcolm X. Yeah, man.
glasses, and it's
Hey,
like,
you know what? I'm in my phone all the time. Dan told me about him yesterday, and I was like, let me have it. He's like, you have them. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these me now.
these are dope as fuck.
Thank you.
Next up, someone's kicking the shit out of horses in South Carolina. Officials
Have you
are
seen these stories?
investigating a string of
Has
violent
anyone thought about pointing a finger
horse
at Lindsey
attacks.
Graham?
Whoa, not yet.
Just saying.
Somebody's beating the dead horse.
Yeah, well, literally, some of the animals have been dead or they've been left with severe injuries. One horse was shot and killed in Greenville. Others were cut, and officers aren't sure if it was knives or wild animals or whatever. Either way, this is super fucking weird. Nobody knows what's going on. But
Yeah, it's happened in like 5 different locations.
Well, yeah,
in
it
2
could be
counties.
it's minus the gunshot, unless there's a fucking bobcat out there with a pistol. I'm thinking, who goes up and machetes a fucking horse?
Who goes up and shoots a goddamn horse?
Yeah.
Well, that I can understand.
Maybe the horse owed him money.
I mean,
Or the horse fucked
maybe
his
looked
wife?
at him
Like,
fucked
no.
up with a long face, something like
you
that.
ever gotten fucked up and just punched a horse in the face?
Like Mongo.
No,
from
I've
Blazing
seen
Saddles?
somebody get kicked by a horse and they punched it back, but
Yeah, you
Oh,
should.
really?
yeah,
Where at? You rib cage?
Kentucky. Oh no, in the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like in the eye.
I've punched a horse in the forehead before because I was backloading it onto a trailer and it kept bucking, and to get their attention sometimes you smack their snout
Hey,
and
you
punch
ain't
them in
gonna
the
hurt 'em.
forehead. No, their head's made of steel. But
Yeah.
if you shoot a gun through it, it will die.
That's
Obviously.
plausible.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Yeah, sometimes.
So, no.
But this was
there-
probably Lindsey Graham. If it was anybody, it was him.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
has anybody asked him where he's been?
I mean, he doesn't mind fucking Green Berets over who are
Yeah.
and
I
stage
just got
3
an
lung cancer,
autographed
so-
McGaw hat from Lindsey Graham, and now I feel shitty for owning it.
You know what you should do is you take it back to him and cram it up his fucking old ass.
I don't think I want it now since we've spoken about things.
Yeah, he's
you
a
know?
piece of shit.
Yeah.
You got an autograph from him?
Yeah, I got a memorabilia collection, probably over $100,000. I got everything.
It'd
Robin
be
Williams,
cool
Mike
if,
Tyson.
if it was on a pack of Cools. You know, Lindsey Graham.
Cool Foot the King.
Who else you got?
Oh, you
Because all this
name it.
shit, most of this shit is autographed in the set.
Charlie Sheen. Oh, I got it in my house, in my study. There's only 2 that I found in the world. One's in a Sotheby's auction. One's in my study. It's Clyde Barrow's autograph, Bonnie and Clyde, and I got the original Wanted poster, all framed.
How
and
much
made
is
and
that?
shit. About $10,000 is what it'll go for.
Shit.
Yeah.
I thought it would be more.
Well, the poster alone's worth $5,000. I don't know what the actual
For
autograph's
Clyde?
worth, but I was like $5,000 or whatever. I'd sell it for 10. Fuck it.
Yeah. What's your most interesting piece that nobody knows about?
All right. Man, there's a song. You might have heard it.
He's got fucking what's his name from the Beatles? The Paul, what's his name?
Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney. He's got his ex-wife's leg.
Oh, that would be great. If Heather Mills autographed fake leg would be amazing.
I got a lot of Henry Hill from Goodfellas. I got his cane and everything.
Oh,
but
that's true. Yeah,
my
you do
most,
have that.
I think my coolest piece, Tom Abe gave it to me. I'm a big Haywood Banks fan. He does a song called Toast. And he plays it on a toaster. It's like, yeah, toast. He's like, what I want from coast to coast is toast. And it's really whimsical and stupid. But I've got his toaster. And it's in a glass case and shit. So nobody knows what it is. They walk past. Nobody has a fucking clue.
No one knows who he is.
Oh, he's dope. He's Haywood Banks, man. He's great.
So what does one pay for something like that?
Oh, it was free.
Oh, it was?
Tom Abe got it for me. He was friends with Haywood. I was like, what? When I was landscaping Sundown, we listened to Haywood Banks and Tom Abe in the car. Never thought in a million years I'd know these motherfuckers or
Yeah.
open for them or anything like that. And so yeah, man, I just pinched myself. So that Haywood Banks thing's got a little personal meaning to me, you know.
Yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
think it's the items that no one else likes that you like. Where you're
Yeah.
just like, that's the cool ones.
Yeah.
where you're
You've
like,
got
hey.
the toaster from Toast.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, toast. And then he was like, at the end of the song, he's like, "Contre mon frère, frère. Contre bonjour, votre." He's like, French toast. It's just fucking stupid. You gotta check it out.
His fucking toaster is the one that did it, huh?
I got the toaster. Yeah, it's in my house.
So for me, because we've got a bunch of autographed shit, right?
Yeah. You
that-
got some dope shit.
Well, one of the coolest ones I think is Mickey Mantle, right?
Oh yeah, Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle autographed baseball, and everybody's like, "Oh no," but don't you have you have Tom Selleck? Is that Tom Selleck over there? That's
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, from Magnum PI."
Tom fucking Selleck.
because he's shirtless in it, and he signed it, and people were fucking amped.
You got it
about
here,
that.
right?
Yeah, it's over here, and then right behind Jared is Mike Ditka flicking off some news reporters.
Oh yeah, Mike Ditka. You got Chevy Chase, and then
Signed
OJ
Chevy
fucking
Chase,
Simpson.
and then signed
I gotta
OJ.
say, I'm really jealous of OJ Simpson.
Yeah.
A lot of people know about him being a running back, but what a lot of people don't know is that he murdered his ex-wife.
Yes.
Oh,
Murdered 2 people.
He played football.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a murderer.
It was just a double murder.
Oh man.
You know who's got this statue, by the way? 'Cause
The
that's
Heisman?
That's
No, the big one from
no,
his backyard.
The big one.
He had
No,
a
who's
statue
got
of
it?
himself.
He had a statue, a bronze statue of himself.
Is it
and
Flavor
was
Flav?
Super famous. And he had to give this shit away, or else it was going to be auctioned off and given the money to the Goldmans. And like,
yeah, they won
Flavor
that suit,
Flav has
yeah.
it.
Oh, that's right.
Well, who Flavor
You
Flav
told me
has
that.
it?
Has the fucking statue.
Yeah,
in
he's
his
wearing it around
backyard.
his neck. It's a 12,000-pound piece of concrete.
But that is the ultimate OJ. So that and the Bronco is still out there, and it's for sale.
Oh, I've seen
Speaking
the
of
Bronco.
that-
it was they had it at the Alcatraz Museum in Gatlinburg,
Yes.
the crime museum for a little while.
Yeah.
So I did see
So
it.
speaking
nice.
speaking of that,
What's it for sale for?
I don't know, but I'm looking to trade my.
500,000.
I have a Jeep, Cherokee. Looking to trade.
We
it
could
in.
all pull together and buy that motherfucker.
No, not that. But the new Bronco comes out in March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look
I'm-
like they have a convertible.
I'm
option.
thinking about getting, well, JFK. I'm thinking about getting a
white
white
one.
Bronco and having the license plate say not OJ.
Yeah, there's a guy in my town that's got a Bronco and it says it on his windshield. You're not very original.
So I had one in L.A. I had the white one in L.A. Same make and model, everything. And what I did was I taped. That was my Los Angeles car, and I taped his head out the back, looking like this.
Nuh-uh.
Because you have to valet everywhere in L.A. And everywhere I went, everybody wanted to take pictures of the fucking Bronco, and it became a thing.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then-
get it wrapped
And it ended up
with
getting
OJ stuff. I don't give a shit.
It ended up getting stolen when we did Range 15.
Got stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah, right in front of us.
We were at where were we at?
Did you ever get it back?
Corey.
We were outside, upstairs.
Yeah,
hanging out.
they did recover the vehicle, but it was at that point like the battery was stripped and a bunch of other parts and shit, and it was just like
You mean to tell me they took the fucking battery?
they took it. Yeah, I mean I bought it was only $2,800 purchase, so like whatever, right?
Yeah.
So with parts and all that other shit and try to put it back together, I was like, I'm not spending another fucking $2,000 on this goddamn thing.
They stole it right in front of you.
Yeah, we were at
The Moment Hotel.
Toy or Koi
I leave
or
my
whatever the
keys
fuck
in
it
my
is.
car, leave it running. I go
I
to the
like
store and
Koi.
everything, man. I'm just waiting on a motherfucker to, I guess, fucking treat me like shit.
L.A. Everybody steals old cars.
Yeah.
I've had 3 stolen there.
Because they don't have low jack on them.
Yep.
What's low jack mean?
You're a
find
criminal.
it.
You know what low jack
You
is.
know exactly
Give me a
what
fucking
low
I
jack
break.
swear to God, I don't.
He only
I
dri-
can steal a car that has like tilt steering and shit. Like, you know, that was a thing back in the day. We
Yeah.
looked if they had tilt or not.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's all the cars that were jacked were that, and what it looked like it was not a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah.
Pop it in there.
Yeah, there's a box and you bring the box forward.
That's exactly
and
it.
it would,
So all the shit was ripped out underneath, and
Yeah.
usual shit.
yeah, I don't never heard low jack. I don't even know what that is. We just
It's
steal
like
shit.
GPS.
Okay.
It's like an OnStar.
I would low jack you off.
Nailed it. Boom.
Are you jealous?
You
No.
should be.
Look at his fucking face. He's jealous as shit
He's
right
got
You
no.
know I'm
he's got
kidding.
he's got his
I'm with
fucking
you.
attention on somebody else. Fucking yellow brick dipshit over here.
I'm Toto.
Fucking looking for some courage.
Speaking about looking for some courage, maybe you can hear it too. Raycon.com. Buy Raycon.com/Drinkin Bros. Best headphones in the business. Best wireless in the business. Pop them in a little box. These guys over here.
Oh, I see.
So this is what you have to do, Amiri, is you got to get famous like Ray J.
Oh, yeah, that's Ray J's product.
Yeah.
Raycon, yeah, I've seen that.
Dude, everybody was wearing these fucking things. We
How
tried
did
to
he get famous?
Was it
He was
sex
he was
tape?
his sister, his Brandy's little brother.
Brandy's little brother, and a sex tape,
And these now.
and these. Well, here's the thing. So he took all that money, started buying up all like the dopest businesses. Like, dude, you know, like Money and Bird and all that other shit. He's created a goddamn empire. So everybody was wearing these fucking things, like through the airport and everything else. We hit up Beats by Dr. Dre, and we were like, hey man, can you knock these off and give a promo code? Because these fucking things are like $300.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we're Apple. We don't have to do this shit. So buyraycon.com/Drinkin Bros reached out and they were like, hey, man, we'll give you guys a promo code if you go to this URL. And these are like $55.
How fucking dope y'all are sponsored by that.
Ray J, yeah.
Yeah,
He was
it's
supposed to be on
fucking
the
dope.
show, and we got hemmed up. We were doing a live show somewhere else.
He's a good guy. I like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's got this. He's got, dude, sold his, some steak and bird. And he's one of those guys like Ashton Kutcher where he's got a bunch of money in all of these little angel
Yeah.
investment companies, and he just keeps raking.
Millionaires like that. You know,
Huh?
the Catch Me Ride.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking successful businessman.
Oh, dude, all the Master P.
Yeah, all peas and shit, yeah.
He goes in and teaches these guys. He's the one that taught Snoop Dogg. He said,
Yeah.
hey, man, you're not making it because once Death Row went,
Yeah.
to get out of there, they had to sign off
He
all the rights.
flew Snoop Dogg in New Orleans,
Yes.
had him pick out a house and shit, yeah.
And he said, look, man, I'll teach you business.
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's doing well.
Well, he's getting out.
Extension.
he?
He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing fine. Then. He's in heaven with
Sensation.
Jesus.
My nephew listens to him. And I'm like, man, I'm
He's
not
getting
into,
out?
into these new guys. I'm into this shit.
Takashi?
Yes. He
Why?
snitched on everyone.
He told
Oh, so
on
he got a
everybody.
deal?
Oh, dude.
And now it's
You know
just,
what, though?
He told on everyone, though.
Man, these motherfuckers kidnapped him, tied him up, robbed him, beat him. Fuck that. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't he? I mean, why wouldn't he? I know you're in the game. I know you're not supposed to be there or whatever. You played like it. But just look at Henry Hill. Look at Sammy the Bull. You think this ain't going to fucking happen? You know, you got to be real careful how you treat people, especially in that criminal enterprise.
Yeah.
Because
You got to be the change you want to see
they
in the
might kill
world.
you. They might tell on you. So treat them. You don't tie nobody and rob them and think they're not going to fucking turn on you.
Yeah, you
Sam-
gotta think globally and act locally. So
I like that.
Sammy Gravano, though, just killed people because it was convenient.
Mm.
Henry Hill got fucked around a lot by the family, but Gravano was just a piece of shit.
either way, let me ask you this: Tekashi 6ix9ine's got 1 million face tattoos, including maybe a 4-inch tattoo of just 69 on his face.
Yeah.
How do you get out into the
I don't
real
think he'll go
world?
witness protection. I wouldn't worry about it. If
He
I
said
was
he's
him.
not going witness protection.
I
program.
wouldn't step foot back in fucking Brooklyn or nothing like that. I mean, if I
But
was
you don't
him,
think he gets fucking murked in L.A. or anywhere else?
No, I don't think if you're in the right neighborhoods and stay away from the street shit, I think he'll be just fine. I think people would be more stoked to take a picture of him. Sammy the Bull walks around. I think he's in Vegas.
No, he was in Scottsdale.
Yeah, in
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Scottsdale. I was just
But
in
he got
Scottsdale.
arrested again. He and his wife were trafficking
Again?
ecstasy.
Well, no,
this
that was
like
back
10
in like
years ago, yeah.
'99 or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, I mean, you got to think of it this way. I think it becomes a cost analysis thing. what's the price on his head at that point? And because whoever does it is getting wrapped up.
Right.
You know what
If
I
I-
mean?
if I saw-
It's going to be the most famous hit of 2020. So
You talking about Tekashi? Yeah, you're right.
So it's like, who's gonna, who's putting the cash down?
It's not
and,
about the cash.
And is that
it's about-
cash even going to be?
I think it would be. I think it's more likely that a gang will do it to take credit for doing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean,
Cap-
look at Nicky Barnes. Look at Sammy the Bull. All these people we're talking about. I mean, if I saw Nicky fucking Barnes, I'd be like, man, can I get a fucking picture with you? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck that he took down his own empire or whatever the fuck. Like I said, I own a bunch of Henry Hill stuff. I take pictures of people like, he's a fucking rat. He's this, he's that. But bitch, let me see you in a fucking interrogation room. I was the one ratting on him, my crime. But let me see you. These people talk all this shit about their 100, they're loyal, no rat, no rat. Watch the first 48. That's the same motherfuckers on Facebook talking about, I ain't no rat, I ain't no snitch. Telling right there, oh, his address is da-da-da-da-da-da. It's all fucking smoke and mirrors to you get in that fucking interrogation room. And back in my day, there wasn't no cameras. There wasn't no body cameras. If you talked to a cop back in my day, we said, yes, sir, no, sir, please, and thank you. If you talk to they would fuck you up and drop you off in the wrong neighborhood, I swear to God. And I've seen it done. My mother's watched it be done. I watched them stomp the shit out of a motherfucker one time. But they didn't fucking play. Nowadays, it's like, am I being detained? I got you on camera. No, man, not back in my day. They'd crush your fucking skull. You know, I'm sure y'all know that. Y'all the same age.
Yeah. We're same. I'm actually a few summers younger than you, but who's keeping track?
Nope.
I'm 27. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at this bright and shiny 27-year-old.
I know.
I am.
Yeah.
I really
nice
am
skin.
27.
You've got nice skin. Jail will do that to you. That's jail right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's what
It's
jail
true.
looks like. Next up, a teen was arrested on suspicion of using a remote-controlled car to smuggle drugs across the border. A remote-controlled car was found along with 2 duffel bags carrying methamphetamine by U.S. Border Patrol agents.
That's a big fucking remote control car.
No. They arrested a 16-year-old boy on suspicion of smuggling drugs across the border early Sunday. An agent spotted the boy hiding in kind of thick brush near the border, about a mile north of Otay Mesa, port of entry. That's my Spanish kicking in. Around 12:30 a.m. Sunday, the teen had 2 large duffel bags and a remote control car on him, and they found 50 packages of methamphetamine weighing more than 55 pounds in his bag, which is roughly
55 fucking pounds?
about 106K worth
This
of
had to been a
dope.
go-kart.
Yeah, I know.
It had to been a go-kart with servos.
Well,
or
they
some shit.
probably just like he was hiding in the brush, so they probably ran it back and forth across the border for a while, right?
Well, like, I don't know, like a pound at a time or something. I mean, still a pound's a
Couple
lot to put
pounds,
on
maybe.
a fucking remote controller. But I like his ingenuity.
Yeah.
You know.
Is the border that weak that you can do that with a remote controlled car?
Well, I would say that now that I never really thought about this because I'm not a drug smuggler, but now I'm thinking about it. It's like that wall and then drones. What
Yeah.
the fuck is going to
Yeah,
stop?
drones
that?
fly
See,
under.
I'm
doing that
old
in
school.
imprisonment.
If I'm being gunned to the head, they're saying smuggle things across the border. I'm going to use a 10-speed.
I like
would have
that.
said keister
and it's
for
good
a guy
for
like
you.
you.
It's
No,
ex-
no,
exercise.
10-speed.
I would have said 10 speed, but keister at first.
Why,
and then
why
you
not a
take
110?
10
You getting that? You getting that? You getting the 10-speed that I'm putting down? Little Aquatine?
Hunger Force?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No, not at all. But keister, again, I really want to say that
If you-
keister would have been
Don't
my
take
first
your
call.
your drug smuggling advice from Master Shake, probably.
No, it was the Moonanites, Give me that 10-speed. We'll put illegal substances in it and smuggle them across the border.
I don't think you could do that anymore.
I don't think you can.
Bikes are illegal in Mexico. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
How
Like
many
you
people-
can't ride a bicycle in Mexico. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. 2 wheels or 1?
Either way.
What about a
One is
unicycle?
lonely.
I think you're alright with
Let's
unicycle.
ask the bear.
Yeah.
What? What are y'all asking me?
What about you?
Yeah, come on. What?
What about me? What?
What do you
What?
mean?
You-
What?
what do you-
The question's on you.
Yeah, you a 10-speed guy? You a
Yeah, what's up?
You a unicycle guy?
Dyno, VFR, BMX kind of guy.
Okay.
I do like the exercise part of that. I don't watch that show, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, nothing like that. I'm grown.
You're grown up?
A minute ago,
I watched the History
A
Channel.
minute ago, you were 26 years old. You're wearing a
I'm
fucking
27.
bear costume.
I'm 27 and this
You're
is a
dressed like a teddy bear.
I'm a lion.
You look like Ted right now.
Rar.
It says Thunder Buddies for life.
It
on
does.
Yeah,
your-
because look, it doesn't matter how
outfit.
old you get. Thunder is scary.
Really is.
I'm not scared of thunder.
Yeah, you are. You fucking.
I'm
bitch.
thunderstruck.
Oh, nailed it.
Bring it.
Did you see Vince Neil singing? He's like on tour right now.
Oh,
Somebody's
by
been
himself?
posting No, he's with the band. Somebody's posting videos of him, and they're doing the old song.
He's really out of shape.
He looks like he might be what? How tall is he? Like 5'10", maybe.
Maybe,
5'8".
yeah.
5'8". You think
Yeah.
so?
Oh,
If
yeah.
he's 5'8", he weighs about 240
Yes.
minimum.
Yep.
and he's sweaty and out of breath.
Oh, he sounds horrible too.
Do you remember that when Axl Rose tried to make a comeback and
Yeah.
he ran out on stage, but then he was out of breath and couldn't sing the song?
Yeah.
It was basically that. And
mean,
the backup singers, by the way, sound great.
Here's the thing. There's a reason why there's rehearsal. He probably skipped that and said, I'll just keep doing drugs, and I'll be fine.
I don't
you know?
blame him.
I don't need to
It's
rehearse. I've been doing this for 30 years.
Exactly. It's like a backyard football on Thanksgiving. You're like, that was awesome in high school. I'll be fine. And then you end up blowing out an ACL. Lighting your fucking leg on fire next to the smoker. This meth thing, what's the worst way you've seen somebody smuggle drugs into prison?
They put it in their ass. I've smuggled something one time in my ass.
What was it?
Tobacco, rolling papers, and some matches. I had a detainer out.
All of that at the same time?
Yeah, I had a court case in Louisville. Man, I shoved it right up my ass, man. And let me tell you, when you're in there, because I knew when I went to Louisville to the county that you can't smoke there. You can smoke in a penitentiary. So I rolled up in cellophane about, I don't know, 2 or 3 grams of tobacco, some rolling papers, some matches, and a striker. And because when I got up there, I knew I'd have extra food, extra blankets. I'd be a kingpin. You know, you got tobacco up in there. But I shoved it up my ass that night. Next day, they took me up to court, and I went to the bathroom. I was like, I got to get this out or whatever. I went to the bathroom. I didn't get it out then. But I didn't stay the night there. They just took me up for my trial and brought me back. So I had this all up my ass, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't get to capitalize off of my fruits of my labor.
So when you got back to jail, did you pull it out of your ass?
Yeah, I got it out of my ass. And you know what? It was cellophane. It wasn't like Ziploc or Saran wrap where it's like a little comfort to it. I mean, it was the fucking cellophane off my cigarettes. Oh. So it had edges and jagged stuff. You know,
is it Vaseline? How did you get it in there?
Well, first I get an erection because I'm like getting excited and shit, and then I just covered it in semen because I wanted to be authentic to my cellmate.
You have to?
No, I don't think that I think I probably used lotion. That's probably what I did. I don't think I raw.
God, Bear.
Yeah.
God, Bear.
No,
I'm a dirty little bear.
Oh,
yeah. That's a life story is what that is. Next up, California prosecutor accused of using his own daughter as bait to catch suspected child molester.
Why are we upset about this?
Wait, hold on. So he used her.
Authorities have been searching for a man who approached a 13-year-old girl several times between August and September while she was walking her dog at the Los Alamitos Creek Trail in San Jose. And the San Jose Police Department said in a statement, the man touched the girl inappropriately on the last 3 occasions they met. Apparently, the 13-year-old girl was the daughter of the district attorney, who then sent her back to walk the trail while staying in touch with her by phone. In a police report obtained by the newspaper, the police sergeant said the prosecutor told his daughter to let the suspect touch her if she encountered him, but if it was the breast or between the legs, to move away. She instructed the victim to identify and make contact, and if she cannot handle things, she should move away. Then she instructed him to walk back and forth to the designated route and not interact with anyone for very long. What the fuck? Could you send your own 13-year-old daughter?
It's
Not
bizarre.
without a scope. Line of sight.
Yeah, there you go.
Not under
California
any
going California, though.
circumstances can you send your child who's already been molested 3 times by this guy.
Oh, wait.
Why that? Yeah, why?
I missed that part of the
I
story.
did too.
No, you said it in the beginning.
Well, no, I know that, but I didn't know it was the same.
Yes.
It was his own daughter?
Yes.
Oh, well, she was already pre-touched.
Well, I mean, it's the 3rd encounter. Why
What's
is
the
this even an
4th touch
encounter?
at this
Oh,
point?
my
She's the only
God.
one that can find this guy.
No.
Oh, this is a dark
Sounds
story.
weird.
That's a weird one.
That's a dark one, but it's. Look, you're the DA. You know who the DA was of the old California IA. She's running for president right now. Kamala Harris.
Well, it wasn't. No.
She's an idiot.
She was the attorney general.
Ah, that's right. Attorney General. Whatever.
Words.
Words, sentences, phrases.
Semantics.
They're all the same.
Get over
right?
yourself, Dan.
At any rate,
That
so
is
yeah,
fucked up,
this guy
man.
sent his own kid out there.
Yeah, no.
To
I'm
try
not like
to-
him. If you've got a scope, like get around him,
No.
let me know where he is or whatever, and pop, whatever. Which I don't condone, but
Just,
I'm saying
I mean,
that'd be the only way.
just put some
Yeah.
cameras up and let her watch the film and identify the guy, and then we'll go find him. You don't need to put your daughter out there and let her get touched by some random.
or be 10 yards away or something. And be like, as soon as you see him, let me know.
You have a 13-year-old daughter, right?
Yeah. She'll be 13.
Is this
in
something
December.
you would let them do?
Fuck no.
It's crazy, right?
Man, let me tell you, I had a family member stay, and it's a young boy, and I love this kid. We're close, So, my daughters didn't want to come over one day because he was around. I thought it was weird, and I asked him. I said, Tilly has this thing where she shuts down. It's fucking weird. But I said, Tilly, is there some reason that you don't want him to come over? And she shuts down. I started getting scared. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, like something ain't right. I go out and talk to Marcy, and I said, Marcy, is there some reason that you don't want this person around? She starts crying. I'm like, oh my God, like my chest is ripped out. Like I'm like, Mom, something's happened to my kid. Turns out they just think he's a dick. Or whatever, you know what I mean? He's a good kid. It just turns out they just don't fucking like him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like, oh my God. And I knew he would never in a million years do anything. But then again, you just don't know. But my heart came out of my fucking chest. It would have destroyed.
You think somebody's on the up and up, and all of a sudden they show up to record a show wearing a fucking pedo bear costume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey kids.
Hey, kids. I like how you're dressed as a pedo bear right now.
Yeah, the pedo bear. Emery, the pedo bear. Go to schools, teach kids about pedophilia, and how it's not that bad.
Next up, speaking of California, they will not buy cars from GM, Chrysler, or Toyota because they sided with Trump over emissions.
Wait, what?
Cancel culture.
I'm confused with that. How
Here
does
we
that
go.
just
So-
mean like the state of California won't buy
Municipal vehicles.
these cars
Yeah.
to be part of their workforce? Okay, whatever. Who cares? Fuck off.
So California issued a statement late Monday saying that as of January, the state would only buy vehicles from automakers that recognized the California Air Resources Board's authority to set tougher greenhouse emission standards for those vehicles.
Shut up, California.
You know, I did a video recently where I talked about the needles in the streets, the shit, and California's on fire, and I'm like, God's trying to hit the fucking reset button. Y'all have fucked that all the way up. And people buy these electric cars in California, they still get taxed every year. They get hit with a tax that offsets the gas prices that they're losing. It's a fucking joke. How could you live in California? You got to be fucking stupid, the stupidest motherfucker on the face of the planet.
So here's the thing. I lived there for 18 years. This emissions
That
thing,
explains
by the
a
way,
lot.
is exactly right. Well, I mean, look, you treat it like Vegas. You can make enough money, you get the fuck out of there.
There you
and
go.
Somewhere else you want to live, which is what's happening now. But with this thing with the emissions, so I had to go through this every year. If your car is 3 years old, you still have to get an emission, like 36,000
They had it in Kentucky for a
miles
while.
or whatever. Yeah, and it is a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, unless you're driving a fucking beater from 1981, like,
Right.
why do I need to get emissions for a brand new car? It's all a racket to get money. They scan it, and it goes directly to the State Department. They give you your fucking bullshit.
The carbon footprint that it took to make the fucking car is shit.
Well, here's the
in the
real
grand
dumb thing
scheme of
about
emissions.
electric cars. Where's the electricity coming from?
Oh, those batteries are going to be a fucking environmental nightmare.
Well, that too, but the electricity itself to fuel those cars is not
Oh, yeah.
clean. They're made at fucking fossil fuel and nuclear
Yeah,
plants.
fracking,
motherfucker.
all that shit.
Like, what the fuck are you even talking
That's
about?
true. I never looked at it like that.
It's so goddamn stupid. It's not like the fucking.
It's
if
woke
they were
culture.
using wind and solar to power these cars, then they would have a point.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just fucking dumb, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense. So this is not renewable energy.
Nothing in California
If you're not,
makes any sense.
just because the car itself is electric doesn't mean you're using renewable energy.
California is absolutely fucking destroyed. And you know what? I don't give. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
wanna
nobody
say it
hold-
publicly.
nobody-
I don't fucking care that they're burning. I don't give a fuck.
Why
No.
doesn't anybody like just say, "Hey, the governor, you're fucked up. You're shitty at your job. You're horrible."
Newsom,
at it.
Gavin Newsom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Newsom?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom.
You're
was the
fucking
governor.
horrible at your job.
They won't, because everybody's so afraid to admit the things that they preach against. Where like celebrities, for example, no, don't build the wall. It's inhumane. You're tearing families apart. Yeah, you look at Chrissy Teigen. You look at
She's
fucking
an idiot.
Grace, Will and Grace, Deborah Messing, all those guys. They have walls around their houses that
Yeah.
are 12 feet tall. Why is it fine for your house and everybody else? Well, it keeps the homeless out.
Right.
Keeps, they don't
Strangers
have to,
and
strangers, shit in the
criminals.
streets,
Yeah.
needles. They don't have to see any of
California
that.
has the highest income tax in the country,
Yeah.
and the highest sales tax
Yeah.
in the country. You're being robbed. Everybody in California might as well put their fucking hands in the air because it's a stick up.
Yeah.
Should they wave them around?
Like they just don't care.
This is not the fucking Macarena.
It is not the
This is
Macarena.
California.
Listen
yeah.
to the fucking bear, Dan.
Yeah.
Bear doesn't listen.
to
Dan
the
doesn't listen to the
bear.
Bears.
Last up, speaking of Harriet Tubman, we're going to
Yeah,
circle
tell me about
back and
this.
end with this one. This was a shocker. A Hollywood exec in 1994 suggested that Julia Roberts should play Harriet Tubman in a biopic about Harriet Tubman. The climate in Hollywood, however, was very different back then. Gregory Allen Howard said, writer of the new Harriet Tubman biopic that's coming out probably 3 weeks, and it's supposed to be up for a lot of Oscars. He was told how one studio had said in a meeting, the script is fantastic. Let's get Julie Roberts to play Harriet Tubman. Somebody pointed out that Roberts couldn't be Harriet. The executive responded, it was so long ago. No one really knows the difference.
Couldn't Samuel L. Jackson play Abe Lincoln? I mean, it doesn't fucking make any sense to me.
They probably
Harriet Tubman was a true badass. I teach my daughters about her. The Underground Railroad, all that stuff. Harriet Tubman was a fucking amazing woman.
Now
and
I
I want
can't.
her on the 20 immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't stop thinking of Sam Jackson as Lincoln now, though.
Yeah, that would be a good Lincoln.
I mean, if Julia Roberts can
motherfucker.
play fucking Harriet Tubman, what the fuck clown show is this shit?
it's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
This is also from California. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
nobody
Hollywood
makes
and all
sense over there. No one
Yeah.
may fucking make sense over there.
Yeah. And back then, you could get away with shit like that. where it was
that.
just
I'm
like, hey,
coming out. I've got a movie deal coming out. I play Anne fucking Frank in a
Can't
little.
wait.
Yeah, I play her, beard and everything.
You know, we almost did a movie called Trans Frank. This is real, by the way.
What is this?
Yes.
Who's tell?
This is, well, it's the story of a young girl named Anne Frank who's fighting Nazi zombies.
Okay.
And there's a German scientist that says, look, they are too strong for you. The only way you can do this is as a man. So they bring in the scientist, who's the only scientist left in the country, to perform this transgender reassignment surgery. And there's the poster right there.
Just show the cameras on.
Cameras won't see it.
Cameras won't pick that up.
They've
But
seen
you
it.
can, if you Google Trans Frank, you can find
Can
a
I
movie
ask you,
poster for it.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why is that a thing? Who fucking came up with this?
We did, Jared and I, live on air when we were like, hey, let's take some edibles and see
Stop
what the
talking to
craziest
this
show is.
motherfucker, man.
What's the craziest movie you could come up with, and can you make it? Because the answer is yes. I can make anything.
Yeah.
I've made I made Helen Keller versus Nightwolves.
It's just Sharknado is a huge
Massive.
cult following.
Trans Frank would be,
Let's do. I would help. I'd hold a camera, a boom mic, whatever you want me to do. I'd help you with it.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well, we
great.
got the Bears
Frank.
support.
We got the Bears supports. That's all we need.
Trans.
Look at
Frank.
Amory Bear.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Now's the point in the show we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week. Actually, Dan, if you wouldn't mind swapping with Mr. Kelly real quick,
Mr.
man.
Kelly.
Come on the show,
Yeah.
brother. You can bring the White Claw. You can hop
No
on in
laws
here.
with the White Claw.
None. I like how the biggest badasses in the world are always drinking White Claw. So are we all now. What the fuck?
They're good.
Welcome, my man.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hello.
So, for those of you who've listened to this show or Ross Patterson Revolution podcast, I ran into an incident where I tried to order my wife a table off of Etsy. You know, it's one of those rustic tables. It's cool.
I've seen the table, and the table's fucking badass.
It's fucking badass,
Yeah.
right? And they didn't come through. What happens on Etsy is this. All of it looks fucking cool. And then you actually order it, and then it doesn't come for 9 months.
Just to clarify, I was talking about the table he built.
That he built,
Yeah,
and we'll get to that in a second because that's how we met.
Yeah.
So I tell this story on the podcast. The guy had hired like some methed out drivers. I'm at Matt Best's house, or no, I'm at dinner. Matt, Noel, and my wife, and I get a phone call saying, "Hey, your table's finally ready. It's about 4 months late. We're here." They didn't tell me they were delivering it. Can we drop it off? It's midnight. They want to put it in the house at midnight. Now, my mother-in-law is there with my children, and I'm like, no, you're not waking up my family at midnight to put this table together. So what time will they be up? And I was like, I don't know, man, like 7:30, 8? They were like, great, can we sleep in your driveway? Well, obviously, I raged on that and said, no, you can't.
What the fuck is wrong with
And they were like, if not.
But they're from California, right?
We're going to, yeah. Wow, no, Georgia. But if not, we're going to have to skip your house. We have like 3 or 4 weeks worth of deliveries, and then we'll get back to you on the way back. And I was like, well, you can get fucked. So he heard this story, and you reached out to me, and you said, hey, man, I can build that exact thing. And it's out of a barrel and out of a thing. So, Kelly Davis, introduce yourself and tell the crowd what your
Get
company's
close to the
name
mic
is.
because they
Yeah.
hate it when you don't.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, my name's Kelly Davis. So it's not really a full-on business, but it's Whiskey Zulu barrels. So pretty much what I started off doing was taking whiskey barrels, make them to a whiskey cabinet. It's got a door on it. It's got a dual lazy Susan, so your top and bottom shelf both spin. It's got lights on there. And so I started doing that, and then all of a sudden, like, I seen Ross's post about that, and so I reached out to him, said I could try to make it, and then so just, you know.
Oh, the chairs are even made out of the barrel.
Barrels,
the legs
yeah.
are even
Yeah.
bowed a little bit. It's fucking. It's a fuck.
It's
Guys,
the
where's that
nice.
run?
It's the nicest fucking, literally kitchen table and
That's a couple grand or
set of
something,
chairs
ain't
of
it?
all time. It is. I was lucky enough to get it at cost because it's the first time you tried it.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
first
couldn't.
time.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, There's some people in this world that are just naturally gifted. at
Yes, you're definitely naturally gifted. This is not from a YouTube
Yes.
tutorial or
and
something.
it's
like
out
that.
of a Buffalo Trace barrel.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, can we see that label? Because that's fucking dope as shit.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll put a piece of glass over it. It is the nicest thing ever. I'm going to put it on my Instagram.
Yeah, check this motherfucker out.
At
It's
ST
really
James,
nice.
ST James. So I wanted to give you the Drinkin' Bro of the week because,
Hell yeah.
man,
Yeah, I
you listen to the
appreciate it.
show and then you hit me up, and then not only is it amazing and you were on time, but it is the most beautiful table of all time, dude. And I literally
appreciate
can't
it.
thank
Yeah,
you
yeah.
enough. So where do people find you online?
If you go to Facebook, just Google or search Whiskey Zulu Barrels, or on Instagram.
Whiskey Zulu barrels.
Whiskey Zulu Barrels.
Whiskey
Yeah.
Zulu Barrels. Yeah. So I went to your website. There's actually a video of it up.
Yeah, yeah,
Of
there
the
is.
table and chairs he made me. If it's not the sickest thing you'll ever see, then I'll
Yeah,
shut the
yeah.
fuck
If
up,
you're
but
not buying one, go fucking look. They're fucking dope as shit.
the nicest.
Yes.
And I know you're making one for Matt Best now. And
Yeah.
How long does it take you to build one of those motherfuckers?
So the table and chairs is roughly about, I'd say about 2 months. But right now,
Golly.
like someone to come up to me and say, hey, I need you to make me table and chairs. I'm like, I don't have the staves to get those, so I have to go back to Louisville, get like a truck
That's where I'm
load,
from.
and then ship
the
them out
actual
to my
barrels.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's from Louisville. Where are you getting those barrels at? Are you allowed to say?
Oh no. So the barrels of the Buffalo Trace barrels, I got it from a guy in Virginia.
I've got some in my basement.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they're Jim Beam or
But
something. Yeah,
obviously-
you can get a bourbon barrel in Kentucky easy.
pretty easy.
super
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
50 to 100 bucks.
definitely.
That's awesome.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the craftsmanship and everything behind it, man. I said, hey, come on the show, talk about it, promote your brand. We love to do this with small businesses, in particular ones that are extremely gifted like yourself. So
Yeah.
I
I appreciate it. And
Give
we,
it a
by the way,
shot, so.
we buy our own shit. So like everybody we have on the show or sponsors and all that stuff, we actually buy our own stuff.
Yeah.
So I bought it off of you, and dude, I'm super grateful.
Are you
It's
going to put it
amazing.
here in the studio? Like the studio you're taking home?
No,
You're
it's my
so
house.
greedy. You're
It's
taking
my
it
house,
home.
dude.
You're
I'm
not
not
gonna share the
having
table.
these fucking dirt bags hanging around it, dude. It's for me and my family.
Yeah.
So I'm unbelievably grateful. Kelly Davis, thank you so much.
Hey, not only
Whiskey
did you come
Zulu
on the show, you
Barrels.
came on JT. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
always.
fun. It's fun.
that was something.
The bear watched.
Yeah. Whiskey Zulu Barrels. Find them on Facebook. Do you have an Instagram?
Yes, Whiskey Zulu Barrels.
Great.
Yeah.
Look at the video of this, dude. Tell me it's not the
It's also
dopest
on
table of all
the
time.
Drinkin' Bros Facebook page. I posted it on there.
Yes,
yesterday.
and Drinkin' Bros is a private group. Only one rule: don't be a cunt, and that's it.
Yeah. You and he's with Drinkin' Bro.
Yes.
I think,
Yeah, he's
I'm
Drinkin'
a
Bro.
Drinkin' Bro gaming. There's so many subcategories. It's dope as shit. I met a lot of cool people in that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the coolest people on the planet.
Yeah, it is.
It's non-PC.
Yeah.
Nobody rats on each other.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
And there's a bunch of different groups. It was started by Jared. For those of you who are watching or listening to the podcast for the first time, it is Never Drink Alone Again.
Right.
Jared is a veteran. Dan is a veteran. And veteran suicide is at 22 a day.
Yeah.
This is so you could always reach out to somebody in any state you live in. And it's a pretty
It's the
incredible
coolest
thing.
concept in the world.
It is.
Yeah.
And
you don't
we-
have to be a veteran on there because you can be there to support. And if somebody is drinking alone, having a hard
Mm-hmm.
time, whatever, hey, let's go to fucking Applebee's. Let's go to White Claws, whatever the fuck.
Civilians, veterans,
Yeah.
first responders, anybody out there is welcome to join. Just be a cool fucking person. And
Yeah.
recently, I found myself only hiring Drinking Bros to do things.
Yeah, yeah.
And make things. And again, Kelly, thanks for being on the show.
Awesome.
I appreciate
Miri,
it.
always a fucking pleasure. Dude.
Hey, thanks
You're
for
one of the
having me
funniest
out,
dudes on
man.
the planet, man.
This is awesome. Thank you, man. I've had a lot of fun with you.
Obviously, yeah.
Not Dan.
No, not Dan, not Jared, obviously.
no.
For Jared Taylor, Kelly Davis, D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Podcast. Good night, everyone.
Good night.